Welcome back to No Man's Sky. This is the second installment, and I want to thank you for being with me. And if you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe and notification bell, and give this video a like if you're enjoying the content. You can leave a comment. I do respond to all comments, and I just appreciate you being here. And I hope that you enjoy this as much as I'm enjoying making the videos and sharing this content with you. So, we have gotten to the point where we can build a base. That's where we were at the end of the last video. But in between the videos, I went around, scoped out all the different planets in this system, and I tried to select a good place to build a base, and I think that I've found one. And the multi-tool. So I was going around and I got to this small settlement, like a minor settlement is what they call it in game. And when I walked in there, they said, "Oh, we don't like your multi-tool," and they just gave me this one for free. So I was a little disappointed that I didn't have that on video, but it's not like I'm going to turn down a free multi-tool. So, and we can repair this, so let's go ahead and do that. And that opens up a space for us. So yeah, there were a couple of different things that were broken on this, and basically they were just taking up space on the multi-tool. So we can add more spaces to this later on, more slots, but yeah. So our original multi-tool only had, I want to say it was 6 available slots, and this has 15. So that's a big change. And even though it's only a Class B, it was still a major upgrade. So let's get started. When I first saw how high up this was, I was a little bit concerned, because I didn't want to be like climbing ladders and stuff like that, but we don't have to worry about that. So when we claim this base, the whole area is going to be ours, including the trading post. So we can build whatever we want here, and they've got nothing to say about it. Alright, this is a good place. So we lay down the base computer. Now, when we interact with this, it's going to start a storm. There's going to be a storm coming right after we interact with this thing. Searching cartographic archives. Universal Archive search reveals no prior claims on this site. Sonar test confirms site is suitable for a construction claim site, and we're going to claim the base. And since we're playing in solo, there wouldn't be any prior claims. And you see that symbol there? That's the symbol for our base. Accessing log from previous user. I don't know why there'd be a previous user since we just built this thing. Okay, entry follows. Storm sweeping across, but construction supplies low, depositing shelter plans while we need to something back soon, and we're going to extract the plans. And now we've got all these plans. And now it wants us to construct a base. So that's what we're going to do. I think if you hit the left trigger, or I'm sorry, the left joystick button, click it, then it gets you away, and you can have a sort of a bird's eye view.
Weather warning. Incoming storm. Base computer online.
Now we'll put up some walls. All we need is a door. And we need pure ferrite. Now, that's the thing about this base, is that you don't really have to have it completely constructed for it to provide you with shelter. So we could just leave the door off, but I don't want to do that. So here we go. And there we go. And we have a base. Accessing log from previous user, additional archives recovered. Entry follows. Construction largely a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby, plans logged. Scans indicate additional subterranean devices, beginning search, and we're going to extract the plans. Whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success. I have access to their plans, and perhaps I can learn from their efforts. And so here is construction research unit. And we need magnetized ferrite and carbon nanotubes. So let's get back into our shelter. And there we go. Well, it can blow all it wants to out there. Analysis unit online. Diagnostic suggestion. Users should recover salvaged data from buried technology. Equip and utilize an analysis visor. So, research buildable technology. So we have enough, see, you can see this all requires salvage data. So we have enough to build pretty much everything. So we're going to need one of these. And we're going to have one of these. Biofuel reactor. We are going to want a safe beacon. Electrical wiring is free. That doesn't cost us anything. Don't want a health station. But we are going to have a signal booster.
Received.
Battery.
Received.
Solar panel. And I really don't think that we need this hazard protection. Has to be kept charged. What's it do? Can be used to recharge users' hazard protection systems. I don't think we need that, and we don't have phosphorus anyway. And if we need to, we can always come back later and get it. So, but that leaves us with 18 salvage datas, and we can turn those into nanites later on. So you want to kind of hold on to those if you can, but we're definitely going to utilize all the things that we got. And it records all those blueprints to catalog.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
So we can take a new base screenshot and we can rename this. We're going to call it Scuba Drew Base 1. And later on, if we want to, we can delete the base. It's not that big a deal, but we're going to upload the base. And it's uploading to the servers. Okay, so
Thermal protection falling.
now it's going to want us to construct the teleport. And for that, we need two carbon nanotubes and 4 metal plating. No sweat. So 2, 3, 4.
Product constructed.
And 2. Oops.
Product constructed.
Bring up the build menu and got everything checked. So select the part. Yeah, good. All right, and you'll notice that it has insufficient power. So they're going to want us to construct a biofuel reactor, and we'll put that right next to it. What do we need? Metal plating.
Product constructed.
And again, it doesn't have any power either because the furnace is empty. But even if we had it running, it's not connected to the to our portal. So again, we bring this up, and now electrical wire. That doesn't cost us anything. Now, when we power this up, and really we only have to give it almost. Now, here's a word of warning. If you try to put all your carbon in here, it'll take it and it'll burn it. That's not what we want, obviously. So, you got to be careful with this one. And once you get it in there, you can't take it back out. Yeah, we'll go with 3.
Technology recharge.
And that satisfies the game. So, we have fueled the biofuel reactor. So, alright, game, what's up next? Now, what we're going to do, though, when we have to use this, and actually, we could do it right now, probably.
Base computer online.
Base archives updated, new signal acquired, and we'll take. And there we go. Come down here. And that stupid thing is still there, but we might have to have an alternate power source to get rid of it. Okay, so we're gonna do this and make a battery. We've got everything we need. Set it right there. And now we need to hook it up. I think that did it. And yep, we have power. So we can use this once we can use this to go pretty much anywhere that we've already been. So, but we haven't been anywhere yet. So, not since we made the teleporter. Alright, so let's continue on with the story. Accessing log from previous user, additional archives recovered. Entry follows. Scanner detected unusual broadcast repeating 16 from the space station. Warning, end of archive. Records interrupted. Base computer archives have reached their end. It seems there is nothing more I will learn from them. My predecessor appears to have left their base and headed to the space station. And so should we. And you see that little white sign over on the right hand side? That is the space station. Now, it feels like you're going to crash, but there's a blue light coming off of this thing, and it once you get into the blue light, it just sort of sucks you into the base station. So you don't have to be real precise with this. Always love the music. The first time you get to the space station, the music is awesome. Okay, so quick tour. You have a bunch of vendors over here. Now, the first time you get to the space station, you do not want to talk to anybody except that is a vendor, because at this point, if you talk to them, they will be highly offended and they won't talk to you again, which isn't a complete tragedy, but it makes the game a little more difficult. So I'll show you who you're supposed to talk to. Trust me, this is this is an important lesson learned. This is where you go to upgrade your ship, um, purchase any improvements, and you can also acquire ships and then salvage them. And we'll do that in a future episode. And then over on the other side, is more of the staff of the space station. Along there, there's a portal here that we can use to get back to our base or to any other bases that we set up or space stations. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to dump some stuff, make a little bit of money. I don't know if I showed you this before, but these are the things that we use for shopping and selling, buying and selling. There we go. It's not really shopping. Chromatic metal we're going to hang on to for now. And we're going to get rid of a lot of gold. So, let's see. We'll hang on to say, maybe 100. There we go. And that's a cool $31,000. Now, did you notice that we sold off all that stuff and the demand went down? So this affects the economy for the entire system. When you sell a large quantity of stuff, it takes the value down. So if they'll only pay, and you only have to pay it 10.9% less than what you would normally pay for gold, because there's been a flood of supply. The opposite is true for large purchases. So that's something that we can use later on. We can sell an item, a lot of one item, get a lot of money for it, and then turn right around and buy it back at a greatly reduced price. And we can make a lot of money doing that. So, and this game is all about opportunity and managing your opportunities. So, all right, so the people that we need to talk to are the ones that are out here walking around. Like this guy. Those red words are words that we have learned in our travels. The alien, large and intimidating, seems to be attempting to be friendly. Perhaps they know the one who came before me. Ask about other travelers. The alien draws back, startled. The look on their face tells me our conversation is over. Okay. Oops, hit the wrong button. I'm not going to try and read that. The alien looks at me expectantly. They are clearly waiting for something. Perhaps they know the one who came before me. Ask about other travelers. Startled by my question, the life form emits a dramatic squeak, though I do not recognize their words. The shake of their head is unmistakable. I keep hitting the wrong button. Again, I'm ignoring that. Despite their size, the alien does not seem aggressive, but when I blink, I see that same red light that stared at me at the distress beacon. Repeat 16. We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we have left you. Though the alien speaks, the words are not their own. A string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare, logged directly to my exosuit. The crimson light fades away, and I see the life form glaring at me. Whatever has happened, they do not appear to have witnessed it. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer would be able to make something of this code. Okay, so we're going to leave. When you're up in this area, pay attention to your surroundings. Somewhere in a lot of these space stations, there will be like a golden glowing cube, small cube like on top of a table or a desk, or a blue one, and those can give you rewards if you click on those. And this is how we get extra slots in our exosuit. And we're going to, now it's not free, but we can install a new slot. Now, the thing about this is there's a space station, a different space station at every single system that you go to. And we're going to go to a lot of systems. You'll see that soon. Every one of them has different weapons, different upgrades, and you have the ability to purchase a new slot for your exosuit. They get progressively more expensive, so bear that in mind. But before long, we're going to have so much money it won't matter. Okay, so the other thing is if you are shopping around for ships, and that guy, how rude, he just left. I was wanting to show you something and he just left. Alright, we got one coming in. Pretty sure. There he is. Two of them. So on your visor, you've got that analysis tool, and if you look over on the left, it tells you that it's a fighter, it's C-class, and it gives you the different storages. And it also gives you like hyperdrive range, maneuverability, etc., etc. And it tells you how much it costs. So that's information that we're going to be using later on. But right now we're going to go talk to this guy. Well, we were. We'll go talk to this guy. These pilots, you can buy and sell from all of these pilots that come in. They make a series of small barks, cargo and ship are ready for inspection. So offer to trade is for different, I'll show you. So you can buy all kinds of stuff. We're going to buy oxygen. Oxygen is always a good thing to have. And we're going to buy everything he has.
Product received.
Okay. And you can also take a look at his starship. You can make an offer on it if you want. Now the recruit life form to squadron, I haven't gotten there yet. So I don't know what that's about. I think that later on you form a fleet and you could recruit him that way, I guess. But we'll find out. So negotiate price, and you can compare what you have. We have the Radiant Pillar BC1 and 15 slots, and he has a new starship, 16 slots. Ours is worth 385,000 credits, and his is worth 590,000 credits. Now, we could exchange for 205, but it's just not worth it. We're not going to do it. So, thanks, but no thanks. And that's it. So, but we're going to use the portal. And right now, the only other place we've been with a portal is our base. And the cool thing is that we get to travel here for free. And it'll even take you to different systems once you use your hyperdrive to get to different systems. And it also takes your ship with you. And there she is. Alright, let's continue on. Archives terminated. Select new task. Begin decryption. Decoding. 16, 16, 16. Message follows. The traveler finds their wings. Fly to us and claim your place among the stars. Signal acquired. Life signs detected. So, reach the decoded coordinates, which are over there somewhere. Well, I didn't see anything else that looked right, so I ended up landing right where they told us to. So, we're going to get out and scan and find this thing. Okay, off in that direction. Here we go. It was there. Ah. Okay, we're going to need to recharge our life support.
Technology recharge.
Log damaged. Partial records available. The signal is led me to the wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but the misfiring circuits of a long forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log blinking, awaiting input. Request log. Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. A schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. Take the blueprint. Pull the blueprint from the computer, but this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. So we got the hyperdrive, and we can make that. Just need more chromatic metal. Okay, and now we need to head back to the ship, which is off in this direction. Huh. Well, here we are at some damaged machinery again. And we received 28 nanites. And buried technology. And we got 2. That's fine. Now when we run or we use our jetpack, it actually takes power from our life support system. So that's one of the reasons that we're going through our life support system, is because we keep running. But beats freezing to death. And we're back. Okay, so something I should have pointed out when we were at that crashed freighter. Those crashed freighters, they have areas on the inside that you can use your mining tool to blast through the door. And then it's pretty simple to get inside these storage containers, but you want to make sure that you have an exit route established, because as soon as you open the door to that storage container, it floods the area with gas or radiation or something like that, and it really damages you. So you need to be able to open it and get out quick. And as long as you're close enough to open it, as soon as you do, whatever's in there will come out. Now, there's really, I've never found there to be much that's worth the risk. So again, you're managing opportunities in this game. It's something that I just keep going back to, and that's an opportunity that I choose to ignore. Chromatic metal, microprocessor, done.
Technology installed.
Install that. Install that. Hyperdrive installed, but hey, we don't have any fuel for it. So this is the game's way of teaching you how to make a warp cell, which is, yeah, sometimes that comes in really handy if you need a warp cell and you're not anywhere near a place to purchase one. And it's not like they're cheap, so we're going to have to make a warp cell. So objective complete, install the hyperdrive. Auto diagnostics report. Hyperdrive successfully installed. Hyperdrive fuel status empty. Hyperdrive is complete. Perhaps I really will find answers out there amidst the stars. But without warp cells, I will be going nowhere. I need to find a source of antimatter. So we're going to tune the scanner to antimatter. And so we need to get up into space, I believe, in order to do this. So up we go. That looks like a likely structure. Alright, deserted terminal. Get rid of this. If you didn't watch my last video, this residual goop, you can turn that into nanites, but it just takes so long, and it's such an involved process with your refiner, and I really don't think it's worth it. So I never hang on to that. Terminal online, selecting key, decrypting, success. Terminal is clogged with an unnerving, pulsating slime. Nevertheless, it appears to function. As I touch the input panel, the alien substance reacts violently. I make a note to avoid getting closer. The device opens, revealing a single, unblinking crimson eye. It prints out a blueprint for antimatter, accompanied by a strange message. So take the blueprint and read the log. You will find us when the time is right. 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. Lots of 16s. And so there we go. Need chromatic metal, condensed carbon. We'll go back to the base and we will make that, and I think we're going to call that a mission. So after this, I'm just going to head back to the base and I'm going to gin up these parts, and then in the next mission or the next video we will continue on. So I want to thank you for joining me in this playthrough, and I'm really enjoying it. I hope you are too. Hope you're learning some stuff, and I hope it encourages you to maybe download the game and start it. And there is a you can play with friends, and it's I haven't tried that yet, but from what I hear, it's a pretty good time. So so if any of my friends want to download this game and get in there with me, be more than happy to. I've got a different save that that we could use. Please, if you've enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe notification bell, and please give this video a like, leave a comment, do all those things that the YouTube algorithm recognizes, so that YouTube knows that you love me. Until next time, again, thank you for being with me. This is Andy from Aging Gaming. Bye.